ERP, this kind of documents we are also using.
I would say that I think industry specific requirements are right. Onboarding process, large scale, area level. For a small scale, probably it's not really get into that level of due diligence. At times it is.
You will just face issue with the bigger companies like AMI. I'm sorry, I'm saying AMI, but I have faced that because there are a lot of documents which they say, like HPI, they say that they have their system formats. They will not accept your format. And us as a Japanese company, we are very adamant on their documentation. If there is a single conflict of interest which has to be signed by the vendor, and they will not, the vendors will not sign, and they will say that you know. So,
of course, I mean, there are a lot of, I would say, a lot of confrontational data or sort of information that is already part of that document which is embedded in the form of IDs. Usually, whenever we onboard a supplier, large supplier, I'll tell you that my experience with HP. If you are a large-scale buyer, if you have a catalog sort of buying from them, like I was buying almost 4,000 products, and their product was CPU customized for us, right? So any entity that I will it was easier. I was just talk to HP and HP will agree everything. It is not that standard format or what the website which you would need. If any other organization will go to them and ask them that we want to buy good, let us know how to do it. Singapore. So you need to get all of the software. Now for that you need to sign the NDA. Now that NDA is like sacrosanct but in our case it was not. So depending a lot on that. Now recently I was looking at a couple of modules which will help you in due diligence. There are now and that is when mostly AI has played a key.
it has a cost.
At a cost, there's no doubt.
That
cost is cheaper in fact.
Yeah, so once actually what he mentioned, from the angle that what is your manpower cost, correct? Then it is nothing. It is actually nothing. I mean, you see, the module that I am talking about, it was available at 40,000 rupees a month. Now, 40,000 rupees a month versus 7 to 10 days due diligence process, as reducing it to the 1/3 of that you see. Even then, I would say that if 1 hour a day also if we had different level of executives, different team members now, there would be initial due diligence for supply chain, then social due diligence, financial due diligence, then legal due diligence and technical due diligence. Also, combining all.
Secondly, follow-ups with vendors, going everywhere.
That's all. Have you had any such implementation in your organization which has
so what we do is that we clearly review the social contract. Right, S2C is different, P2P is different. P2P and S2C both are my functions. P2P are organized. It is not my job. I can't convert zeros for you. I'm not transactions. I am ready to actually going there and getting business requirements. Business is getting requirements and also plan targets. And then we go ahead and negotiate. Either it could be a contract which is which is non-contracted. So, for example, next 1 year, I actually said they showed me up. So we take care only SCM. That's very clear. We get the financial question here. It's our people. It also acts as a layer of control.
It's a transition.
And it's a pure product. So 15,000 purchases being salary and 20,000 you need to sourcing the transactions ready to go.
So the POs are also complete with
Yeah. They have POs. POs come to us for a quote. We don't get into any PO or payment. Yeah, at all. It's purely sourcing. They give you a sourcing requirement. Now, when they give you a sourcing requirement, and so we have this tool in which we inspire the procurement source and the sourcing person. And then the person starts RFP process. And during the RFP process, you can collect UPS and the RFP to existing vendor or a new. When it comes to a new vendor, right, and in that system, once the buyer says it's a new vendor, I'm selecting this new vendor. System automatically triggers the due diligence. Automatically. You just have to say yes, select it. Okay. Now, what happens? When it gets selected, it triggers two things together. Because when the buyer enters the DCI and the PAN number. The unique identification is the PAN number. I'm talking about the India. So it triggers the process based on the currently we use the system called Single X. Single X system, what it does is that it immediately starts preparing financial due diligence, legal due diligence, statutory compliances. It gives you a score and it gives you a lab rating, right? As per the written, whether the vendor is filing GST returns or time. Okay, whether the vendor is submitting PFA, PFAC, that's a legal loss, right? The revenues, the promoters,
And
the
even some
promoters
litigation.
cases against promoters,
Yes, litigation.
number of court cases.
Yes.
It gets everything right on the system.
It was BDI.
Okay. So that's one action that happens. Second action happens, it goes sends a link to the vendor. Now, vendor has to fill the form online. So it sends a link, it gives a very limited view of the form that the vendor is supposed to fill. It has got 7 tabs. Huge amount of information. Right from the PAN, TAN, and uploading your certificate of incorporation, PAN copy, GST, and copy. The standard has 8 tabs. I have a regulatory requirements. My agent cannot become my vendor.
Yes.
My advisor cannot become my broker of insurance. Cannot become the vendor. Right. My director's relatives, there's a related party cannot become. Go declare she's okay. It can be easy. आप environmental है, legal law है, HR policy है, do you paternity leave, do you paternity leave, do you have watching, do you have paternity, do you have department law, do you have internal complaints committee or not? वो सारा होता है, social compliance, ESG compliance, वो सारा रहेगा इससे, right? And there are 3 types which are specific to the type of transaction I want to do in the amount of business that I have. Complexity based, complexity is controversy. So once that fills it out, it comes back and the system says that from Single X perspective it's green, good to go. Or and from the vendors, it's going to go for the
So it is a unanimous process and everyone is onboarded with that.
It's just that
For S2C.
7 tabs, out of the 7 tabs, only tabs you get 3 are minimum. Right. The other 4 depend on the type of transaction and the nature
Nature of service.
Nature of services and amount of risk involved in doing that. Risk is to activate. It's contextual. You don't apply one to So once the data comes from both the ends, normally supplier usually can go 2 or 3 days time. So once you put something, so that we are considering you, but we will not entertain your report till the time you fill it. So there's a gate. Once it fills it up, and the system says that whether it is good to go from the vendor side as well as this side.
The contractual agreement is signed online. It is
So I'll tell you. the system, so this is one action that starts moment that the buyer says that I'm selecting. Whereas buyer is, they put a complete 6 or 7 and says 4 are existing, 2 are. Those नए होंगे, और वो कहेगा दोनों को select कर रहा हूँ, you want to distribute the entire volume into multiple vendors. ठीक है, होता है ना? दोनों के पास पहले डिविजन सेल चला होता है, right? तो दोनों का सीधा support system जा रहा है.
Can I intervene? So I get feel that the vendor onboarding, it does not trigger the due diligence at the same time in the system.
Vendor due diligence is triggered the moment the buyer says that I have selected the vendor.
Or
No, not for award. Or considering the cost.
so
you have enough time.
how do you onboard them into the system?
I'll tell you.
After triggering, the vendor got that link
So then vendor gets a link. They get a limited view of only those tabs that are activated.
and you select that vendor, you give the order to the particular vendor.
No order. So what I'm only saying for considering the vendor for RFP.
So
You have to fill it out. Now you have all the time after 26 days.
it is a professional order.
चाहे वो 20 दिन लगा 22 दिन लगा मैं उसको कोई एक्सेप्ट नहीं करता जब तक वो फिल नहीं करता उसको पता है कि उसको कोर्स में करवाना है एक्सेप्ट करवाना है तो उसके बनना ही पड़ेगा फिर वो भागता है लीगल की बात है के बाद से भरो इस
The timing you have selected is the best one because what we do when everything gets closed and after that
so
start the
you
process.
know it's sequential it's not happening it's going to be a problem you start by
So, this can be done from the SCM kind of scenario. Yeah, but some requirements are coming immediate kind of.
so हमारे क्या मतलब है हमारे पास सोर्सिंग टीम के पास अदरवाइज ने बोला हमारे पास डायरेक्टली दिया बना और आगे कर दो ना कोड जो लिया डायरेक्ट बिजनेस सेटअप now in those cases the view vendor comes in right that vendor is triggered the moment the PR is raised उसको एक क्लिक ट्रिगर हो जाता है तो हमारे PR इंटरेक्शन सिस्टम वेंडर अपने के साथ PR अप्रूवल के बाद नहीं जाता
Have you had any challenges so far?
we don't hear any noise around vendor goods not getting related and all तो जब ये हो जाता है in the meantime buyer is negotiating now there are multiple departments are involved, right? There is IT department, if it is a technology, you know, IT के permission नहीं है कि integration होगा कि नहीं होगा.
Data security.
Information security team will get involved. Enterprise risk management team gets involved. Finance team gets involved to confirm budget है क्या नहीं है, right? जो इसमें भरा है तो sourcing में zero value के साथ deal करें. मुझे नहीं पता कितनी value है. So once we have selected the value right there. Then the buyer starts to the system intelligently understand that which are the restrictions. ये इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जाएगा, टेक्नोलॉजी की आईटी के पास भी जाएगा, फाइनेंस की भी जाएगा, रिस्क मैनेजमेंट के पास भी जाएगा, फिर रहता है. अभी उसने सिर्फ सिलेक्शन किया buyer और vendor, and then the vendor by vendor, buyer starts to interact with the respective teams. अभी procurement business से approval नहीं हुआ है, because except finance. So they start sending it to IT because IT and technology solution is not going to change whether 10 रुपए खरीदोगे या 100 रुपए. तो सिस्टम को समझ आता है कि इसमें वैल्यू इंपॉर्टेंट है तो अगर वैल्यू नहीं भी डिसाइडेड है सेट इट टू IT सेट इट टू इन्फोसेट सेट इट टू रिस्क मैनेजमेंट गेट ऑल द अप्रूवल्स राइट सो दे गेट ऑल द अप्रूवल्स buyer still negotiate when the buyer negotiates puts it to procurement director right business is for by the time the business case gets become direct other stakeholders have already seen it up.
In case someone has a query,
There's a WhatsApp chat option in the tool. You can go live while in the transaction itself you can send it back and say that please clarify this.
suppose I go to the finance committee, they can send a mail to vendor directly in that.
All approvals are in PR.
I don't take care of PR, but PR होते हैं और PR में भी approvals होते हैं. हमारे सिस्टम में ऐसे है कि अगर सोर्सिंग की ट्रांजैक्शन नेगोशिएशन के बाद या आइडिया या एक्चुअली है तो ट्रांजैक्शन को इससे आप क्लियर नहीं सकते. तो हमारे sourcing के tighten PO के approval form release. Right? So for example, sourcing me, if I can approve 5 crore transaction, when PO comes against that transaction, I can approve because it's a renegotiated contracted rate approved by everybody. Now you're only executing a PO against it. और वो PR के लिए है, PR बजट के लिए है, बिजनेस PR का क्या प्रॉब्लम है, राइट? कॉन्टेक्स्ट है।
We have developed a similar platform for mass farmers, and we have developed it internally. So we have full tech stack.
तो मैं कहते हैं हमारी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सी होता है तो जो बेहतर जो बात साइड होता है मिशन सारे समझ हो जाते हैं तो one of the stakeholders is also the legal team for contract initiate उसी सिस्टम से होता है नहीं पर क्या होता है IT initiative contracting initiative selected vendor के लिए contracting initiative आता है even if it is not negotiated because normally ये हम negotiate कर सकते हैं business के करवा लेते हैं फिर contract start करते हैं कोई जरूरी नहीं है अब प्राइस वाला सेक्शन ब्लैंक छोड़ contracting start right?
But that's what we want. That's APT, ART.
There's a P2P team there.
It's separate.
There's a separate. P2P team was in procurement earlier. Shifted it. Lock something barrel और 6 लोग थे हमने देख लिया वहाँ पे. क्या हमें नहीं चाहिए था.
One thing scoring system like when you block in vendors, if they are not qualified, or if they fail to do something like this, so open this that again.
We had done it. It was part of the finance earlier, then it was shifted to the logistics.
P2P mean money or mission is in the business side. Because आपको आपका PR बिना business से निकलेगा यार. इसको क्यों निकाला? ये मेरा काम ही नहीं है. Project में so once that happens, registration के आगे business से हो जाता है. First when it gets initiated, system is important or system बना है. Depending on the category of service you are doing and the past contracts comes out and gives you ready-made contract. ये contract है, ये आप खुद कर लेंगे, कोई सर्विस उसको बेसिकली redlining करते हैं वो सर्विस इसी से स्टार्ट एक्चुअली redlining करते हैं, people redline होते हैं, तो ये सब क्लीन कर देते हैं, उसके बाद बाहर what are they
For him to review.
for him to review. Once that buyer also gets a link, reviews it on the same tool. There is no separate email to make exchange use करना पड़ेगा. इसी system में एक document सब लोग redline करते हैं.
So Signal X will be that data.
Signal X
Another one.
which one? It is a system. My contracts.
ये किसका है?
My contracts. Yes. So we did go finally GP. We selected a very small or highly flexible to do whatever we want.
Not like SAP.
Right? The code across implementation is so it goes there. So the now document gets created, redlined, clean version is available. उस clean version को PDF में convert करता है. Stamp paper online buy होता है इसी टूल में.
DocuSign.
DocuSign is signing. Stamp paper ये system अपने में ही इसी में होता है. Click the button because it's Maharashtra online.
Correct.
So ये करता है like a legal वाला उसमें हमने wallet बनाया होगा. Wallet में 5,000 रुपए हैं. 50-100 रुपए का जो भी हमने जो प्राइस पर आता है वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट स्टार्ट करके जो वेबसाइट पर और वो अप्रूवल जब वो अप्रूव हो जाता है डिजिटल साइनिंग भी इसी टूल से होता है. सो इट्स एंड टू एंड रिपोजिटरी में चला जाता है. रिपोजिटरी में जाने के बाद कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का परफॉर्मेंस मैनेजमेंट वो भी इसी टूल में. So it's all defined. इस कैटेगरी ऑफ सर्विसेज ये क्वार्टरली सबमिशंस हैं, ये ईयरली सबमिशंस हैं. जो SLAs हैं उनका परफॉर्मेंस रिपोर्ट आना चाहिए और वो ऑब्लिगेशन से परफॉर्मेंस फाइनेंस डिसाइड करते असाइन हो जाते हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन हो जाएगी कि बिजनेस के पढ़ने ये सब करना है वेंडर को ये सब करना है और उनके डिसाइडिंग डेट से 90 डेज पहले अलर्ट चले जाते हैं उनके पास कि आपको ये सब करना है राइट वेंडर को मिल जाता है वेंडर विल गो अहेड एंड अपलोड कि अगर मैंने परफॉर्मेंस रिपोर्ट या मुझे ESI PF का चलाना है मंथली बेसिस तो वेंडर को बार-बार अलर्ट जाएगा कि इसकी ESI का चलान सब अपलोड करो and based on that compliance scores and then system has the risk. System also does the risk rating of the partner. How risky is this partner? How risky is the vendor? So दो दिन पहले परफॉर्मेंस वगैरह से पूरा ऑब्लिगेशन करके एक सिंगल सोर्स ऑफ इनकम करता है सब कुछ एक ही जगह रहता है सोर्सिंग भी एक ही जगह रहती है वहीं रहता है
Tracking would be easy for that.
so it's very easy
Of course, I mean, including life cycle activities.
entirely in one single system. So we don't use ERP in system. P2P में ERP.
So I think it appears to me that this is the most efficient sort of
Stabilize this whole thing, you know. पर हाँ ये होता है कि देखिए आप डिजिटलाइजेशन अगर आप कर रहे हैं ना तो आप कस्टमर को सेंटर थोड़ा चैलेंज है. So the day we went live, immediately people embraced because they could see online.
And
Right from the time they had submitted a requirement for negotiation to the time online. इसके पास है और इसी सिस्टम से वो वेंडर भी भेज देता है, क्वेरी भी कर देता है कि आपको बैठे हुए इसके chatbot में chat किया लाइव व्हाट्सएप चैटिंग हो जाती है.
and I'm sure उसमें वर्कफ्लो में मतलब you also can define the tag कि अपन एक दिन में करना है अगर एक दिन से फर्स्ट हो रहा
तो
है
डिमांड है कुछ तो जब कस्टमर के पास कोई
Evidence taking more than
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रिव्यू के लिए है तो उसका डिफाइंड है कि ये 5 डेज में कमेंट्स आने चाहिए.
अगर नहीं आए
5 डेज में नहीं आए नेक्स्ट डे रिमाइंडर आता है तो उससे नेक्स्ट टू नेक्स्ट डे उसके पास को सिस्टम में लग जाता है.
So this was about acquisition, right? What you explained. Yes.
ये कंप्लीट होगा कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग सिस्टम.
That's what it is more like experiment. Now let's talk about another side, inventory, where everybody can throw some light on how exactly they have implemented AI.
आप लोग बताइए ना आप क्या कर रहे हैं.
Legacy for the inventory management or maybe a little legacy product, but we are testing a product where not the entire entity is what we have said is being from execution till due diligence everything testing. So at least we take phase to move correct. Any challenges that you foresee because now you are also so you might have found something which you want me to create. Nothing specific.
Okay, 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes more and we shall answer. Yes?
I can just add something.
It's 6:45. 6:50 we shall start with the closing note of the conference and across your voice. Thank you.
There were different steps. Supplier evaluation was there. Social compliance, environmental compliance, governance compliance, then due diligence as far as financial is concerned. The supplier is not in debt.
Okay, a minute more for both the tables to conclude. Yes, 60 seconds more for both the tables, and then time out. Done? Table 1? Done? Good. How's the session? Good. You had problem statements to solve? Yes. So which one of you is working together in the future now? Anybody? Good question. Okay, table 2, done? Done? Yes? I don't see you guys smiling much. I see them very happy. Could be, but okay. Chaliye. We are happy that this was a concrete discussion that all of you had, of course, shared views as well. Now for the closing note of the conference and then straight to the awards. We have approximately 15 awards to present to you and your organizations for the commendable work that you do. But usse pehle, for the closing keynote, and I just saw the speaker walk outside. Shweta, can you please help with Salil, sir? And you can choose to sit in this order. I mean, it's okay. Looks empty and full both. I don't know. The closing note is by Salil Kapoor. I think I just saw him walk outside. He'll be back inside now. And then we also have the jury chair for the awards, which is B. Tyagarajan, sir, the MD of Blue Star. He's also here. He'll join us in a couple of minutes and then we shall move ahead. So I'll just wrapping up a call till then. Can you please have the partners, AV? Okay. And I believe that those individual table discussions have finally come to an end. You can still sit there. It's absolutely okay. We don't wish to change the settings of it now. We'll let this be like this. So just to wrap that up, that this was table 1, where you had the discussion on building intelligent supply chains with AI. This was table number 2, discussion group number 2, which was on global SCM, unlocking the value of resilient supply chain planning. We wanted to make sure that you don't keep just listening to the experiences of the people who come on stage. You also get to share yours with each other, which, as you mentioned, your smile said you did. इसी के साथ we'll now have the closing note for the conference, and then we shall proceed with the awards ceremony as well. For the closing keynote on navigating tomorrow, bold leadership in supply chain transformation, please join me in welcoming on stage Mr. Salil Kapoor, Director and co-founder of IoT Labs and also Independent Director on board ESSC. Please, everybody.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'll not keep you waiting long before the awards, so I'll sum it up very fast. Some notes that I took down, I thought it's worth sharing with all of you, and I will take a few minutes to discuss and present that. But before that, let me tell you one thing. Supply chain, which has come now into the center of the focus as far as the business is concerned, was once a very neglected back-end kind of a work. And today also I feel that supply chain, which is a real backbone of the business. See, this is the, literally when the rubber hits the road, it is the supply chain which makes things happen, because supply chain is nothing, it's another way of calling the value chain, right from the cradle to grave. That's where the supply chain role is. And we were just discussing outside today that it is one of the most under-indexed, under-invested, and I would say the one which has the least focus amongst all the businesses over the years. And come pandemic, we realized that we can't stand straight without that backbone which we used to call supply chain earlier, and what we used to call it was a warehouse and logistics, and the trucks will reach on time or not. And then we realized that it's much more to that. It's not only the logistics and transport part of it. It is each and every component when it moves from, as I said, from cradle to the grave when the product is really set off. So how do you get ready for tomorrow? The things are changing, and for that, you have to change from your mindset and the mindset of records. So we've been operating on mindset which is based on records, the old data, this is how it happened earlier, this is how people do it, and this is how the competition is doing, and this is how they're thinking. It has to change from mindset for records to mindset for reality. And reality is not static. The new reality is a different reality. New reality is dynamic. It's constantly changing. What happens today, you don't know if it will happen tomorrow, or something new might come up tomorrow. New reality is very competitive. It is non-linear. It does not move in straight lines. Just like the evolution happens in biology, which never happens in a straight line. It will stay static for some time and suddenly jump. That is the new reality. And when you will not know when it will jump. And the best part of this is it's totally unpredictable. So something which is dynamic, something that is non-linear, something that is totally unpredictable. How do you plan for that? Let me throw some numbers on the table so that you can see how things look like as we go forward. We all know that as a country, we took about 75 years to become a 4 trillion economy. Now the next prediction is 10 years, 12 years, and I would say, let's take the worst case possible, maybe 15 years to become a 10 trillion economy. So 2.5x in just 10 to 15 years. That is the way things are going to change in the next 1.5 decades. Then you look at the logistics industry, 317 billion in the current year or the last fiscal to 484 billion. 317 to 484 billion dollars. This is the overall logistics industry, and warehousing will also change accordingly. And the transport systems and everything, robotics, the drones, the way you transfer material, the way people are going to be involved, everything is going to change at scale. We're not talking about small things here. And now the best part, the transformation which we are looking forward to is happening at a geopolitical level. This is not something that you're talking, gone are the eras when you would get into a board meeting, quarter on quarter discussion or a quarterly meeting, and you would discuss what happened earlier and how do we plan. Shall we look at a 20% growth or 15% growth? Okay, let's do about a 18% growth depending on the hunger of the management or hunger of the team. And then let's start working backwards. What are the stuff that, how many people do we need? How do we plan for the inventory, and how many people do we need to work on different new product developments and the entire value chain and the supply chain? That template does not work anymore. Today we are looking at competing in the global ground. So here is it for you. We are all racing right now towards a competition which is called China +1 as a country, right? And with the latest results of one of the largest democracies of the world, this is going to be fast-tracked very soon. So here are countries going to compete. You're going to compete against Vietnam, you're going to compete against Malaysia, you're going to compete against Turkey, you're going to compete against Europe. And you're going to compete against the big power who's been the manufacturing center and a factory of the entire world itself, which is like maybe 10, 20 times of you right now. That's where the competition begins. Then there is competition going to be amongst the industries. Shall we pick up our electronics industry, or shall we pick up a pharma industry, or shall we back up a defense industry? So government is going to put their weight behind one industry which will show the best promise. Or people inside that industry will show best promise. And then within the industry, there will be internal competition. Brand A versus brand B versus brand C. So the competition is happening at 3 degrees now. Within the industry, between the industries, and between the countries. How do you plan for such a big thing? You know what the supply chain does is, I think supply chain brings sanity to the entire system. A lot of businesses, and I have held different roles in my entire journey, be it marketing or be it product planning or be it the human resources or be it various other things that you can do. A lot of stuff can happen on paper and on the screen while sitting on the desk. But there's one thing which doesn't work there, which is supply chain. It is literally where the rubber hits the road, as I said. People are on the ground. So the only thing that you can do, the bold part that I would recommend that everyone should look at, is go back to basics. You all must have heard the first principles approach, made pretty famous by business leaders like Elon. First principles is to start afresh and start thinking. Don't look at old models, old templates, old approach, which worked maybe 5 years ago, because it is not going to work anymore. You are not competing with somebody else. You're not competing within your industry. You're now competing in a large playground. You're in an ocean. You're not in your local swimming pool. And that ocean has countries, industries, companies at various levels competing against you. So forget everything that you've been doing. Go back to the first principles. Start building and thinking from scratch, because you will have to take bold steps. You will have to undo the entire thing that you've been doing and build up for the future. I will not take more time, but I think the only message that we all have is that the time is very less to plan. We have to jump into the ocean, because that is the time which has come. Otherwise, India will miss the bus. We all will miss the bus. And we have to jump in the ocean and learn how to swim better along the way. Thank you. You want me to?
May I please request Mr. Ved Shukla, the founder of Milomatin also, the advisor to BW, to please present a token to Salad sir, for gracing the occasion, please. Please, everybody for Salil sir. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So day started with Kishore Jayaramanji, the president of Rolls-Royce India and South Asia, where he spoke of or on building global competitiveness and also resilience. To now ending the day with Salil Sir, where he spoke of bold leadership and of course making sure that we are right on time, and it's not about being in the pool but now conquering the ocean. So thank you for that. And from those discussions, it's now time to move ahead to the celebrations of the evening. Once again, it's an honor and a pleasure to welcome all of you to the third annual BW SCM Leadership Awards 2024. Tonight, this evening, we gather to celebrate and honor the trailblazers and hard work of people like yourself, and also the transformation that your organizations are bringing about. So thank you for that. And very quickly, I'll also thank our partners for today as well. Our knowledge partner, EY, our logistics partner, Safe Express, our event partners, the Thick Shake Factory, Joy Travels Private Limited, Reality Plus, Exchange for Media, IWM Buzz, Impact, Pitch, Fandrum, and Beanley Coffee. Now, before we start with the award ceremony, it's very, very, very important that we thank our jury members who, from the time that organizations like yourselves, जब से वो nomination file करते हैं to reach into this list that I have just received in the evening. It's a very tedious process because we believe that when people like you, stalwarts like you, your experience, जब आप एक nomination डालते हैं to become a part of this winning list, it's very difficult for them to choose because all of your winners already. So trying to bring out the very best from that is a task. So what exactly happened in that jury process? What did it feel like? What was the experience of our jury members? To show that and more, can you please have the jury, AV?
A complete honor and a privilege to be part of the jury panel. I just loved being there throughout the day. It was tiring but exciting. And listening to the whole list of innovative steps taken by several corporates in the SCM domain, it was really a great eye-opening moment for me. And love the company of my co-panelists, their insightful comments and the kind of interjections to the participants was also a very great learning from my side. Thank you, BW, once again.
It was truly a pleasure and honor to serve as a jury member of the BW Supply Chain Resilience Summit and Awards 2024, alongside some of the industry's top supply chain leaders. The quality of nominations was outstanding, making our task both challenging and enriching. Personally, I found it to be a wonderful learning experience with valuable takeaways from the best practices shared. Congratulations to all the winners on the well-deserved success. Thank you.
Evaluating the pitches and nominations formed for the Business World Supply Chain Management Leadership Awards has been an insightful experience. I was quite impressed by the level of innovation and strategic thinking demonstrated by the nominees. The diversity in approaches to supply chain challenges highlighted the immense talent and leadership in the industry. It was inspiring to see how companies are leveraging technology, sustainability, and efficiency to drive growth and impact. Overall, it was a rewarding experience to assess such high quality submissions and recognize the leaders shaping the future of supply chain management.
It was a great honor and a privilege for me to be the part of the 10-member jury committee for selecting the best in the class of professional of supply chain, of Business World Supply Chain Leadership Award, which is going to be held on. The process was very, very transparent, very, very professional and very ethical. I should give my compliment and my real appreciation for Dr. Anurag Batra and his editorial team of Ms. Pranshi and Sharon, who has taken us through all the categories, and we had a lot of debates among ourselves, among the jury members, to select the best in class, the best people coming out in the supply chain world, and I really congratulate and give my best wishes for Business World Supply Chain Summit. Thank you.
Honored to be part of this elite jury panel towards Business World's annual Supply Chain Conclave and Awards. It was delighting to be going through all the nominations. Also very inspiring was the kind of ideas and creativity presented in those. I sincerely wish Business World the very best for the event ahead. Thank you.
I was part of the BW SCM jury, and I was thrilled to see a stellar jury put together by the Business World team. I was also very impressed at the quality of entries that we got, and also to see the lot of innovation that is happening out there in the supply chain segment. The entire detailing of the process on how to identify the winners are also very well managed by the Business World team. I wish BW SCM a great future. Thank you.
I wish to express my sincere gratitude and thanks to the Business World team, Mr. Tyagarajan, and my esteemed jury colleagues. It was a wonderful experience selecting the best of the best. It was so heartening to see the creativity, the passion amongst all the participants.
Wow. Before we move forward, it's not every day that our jury chair and also jury members are also present with us to present awards and also deliver addresses, keynote addresses especially. So I think our jury chair, Tyagarajan sir, is here. Also Salil sir, he just spoke. Let's please give them and every other member a huge round of applause. Thank you for your time, sir. And of course for sharing with us your experience and your opinions and your views. Really matters. I think it just increases the sanctity of our awards and the list as well. So thank you. Thank you so much. And we'll also have sir's address. But before that, to formally once again welcome all of you to open the awards ceremony and also to talk about the jury process and the sanctity of these awards, please join me in welcoming on stage the chairman and editor-in-chief of PW Business World and founder of the Exchange for Media Group, Dr. Anurag Batra. Please.
I'll keep it very short. I'm here just to welcome all the jury members, all the winners, especially our jury chair, Mr. Tyagarajan. Please give him a big round of applause because he is very supportive of everything we do. Mr. Salil Kapoor, Mr. Tyagarajan was there till 2 p.m. from 10, and post that Mr. Salil Kapoor took over the mantle of leadership of the jury. I saw the bites of the jury members. I just want to make a promise to you, and Mr. Tyagarajan and Mr. Kapoor, since you know me for a while and you've seen some of our initiatives grow to a scale, truly they are the best in the industry. I think we have a long way to go in supply chain management, but we've started the journey and we are walking. So I promise all of you, and I was telling my team that 3 minutes, that our supply chain community to be bigger. And Salil, I know your personal interest, it's an area of affinity for you. And of course, in the last 2 months, I was personally busy and, not as active as I normally am. And I was off work for reasons right? So clearly, once we'll do more editorial engagement with all of you rather than doing it just close to the event or around the awards, because in my own experience, the more we talk to the community, the better everything else comes out. Community is about editorial engagement. So we'll have to build an editorial team that covers supply chain, logistics in a very deep, detailed manner, like we do for another 24 communities. And at least in 6 of them, we're clear leaders in qualitative, quantitative terms. I mean, we just did a BW hotelier event, Mr. Tyagarajan. You saw it as a industry person last year, and this year you were involved. You saw the scale of that, almost 800 professionals. It's the number one event. I don't want to give you the numbers. It's also a large event in numbers. So I think we know what to do. We'll put more resources. Second, all the jury members you did, I was there ceremonially. I didn't join, my mother was in ICU and then subsequently she passed away. So in October, I wasn't active at all. And, first week of November also, I was not active. So I can only say that you've done the awards, so it's an honest process. Nobody solicits. We don't have any brief for you, sir, or other jury members. And you've been part of our many juries where you've seen we got 1,200 entries for awards, 1,400 entries for awards in the 6th, 7th year. I think the number of entries will also grow as the awards grows, as the winners that you selected tonight are showcased editorially. So one, we will grow the initiative editorially. That's what I said in the morning. Second, as you know, it's an honest process. And as the number of entries grow, and I promise you next year, we'll aim for more than 300 entries, maybe 600 entries. Third is my gratitude. The first few cohorts of winners and the cohorts of the jury and the jury chair really paved the way for building a community, for building the initiative. So really, I know that the time that you put in for us in the jury, the name you lent to us in the initial days, I want to express gratitude. I want to end by saying what Mr. Salil Kapoor said in different ways, and I look forward to listening from Mr. Tyagarajan, both as the jury chair and somebody who runs a very large company. And I remember, sir, I don't know if you've forgotten, 3 years back you called me one day, and I won't take the names, but you asked me about a very large supply chain management company and said, what is your view on appointing them? I don't know if you remember. And I gave you whatever view, and it was a positive view. I don't know whether they work with you or not, but supply chain involves a lot of impact on the top line and bottom line and on the fabric of the organization. And as I said in the morning, that the supply chain costs in India are between 12 to 14% on an average, whereas globally they are more like 6.5%, 7%, definitely less than 8%. So as the supply chain costs come down, as our infrastructure grows, I know your company did a lot of work in COVID in terms of cold chains for vaccines, and that was itself logistics. We had detailed discussion. So I think when Salil was talking about the contribution to economy, and I talked about in the morning, that the first time I see supply chain leaders in boardrooms, I see supply chain leaders involved in acquisitions. The role of a supply chain leader has become truly important. Maybe the 5-6 people that run the company, the CEO, the CHRO, the CFO, the head of supply chain, and whether it's a CTO or a CDO or a CIO, the technology leader. I think these are people who really shape what the organization becomes. So we'll do much more. I realize we need to do much more than just do an initiative yearly. So we'll put more resources editorially. And being an editorial product, we also see our awards as an editorial product, and conference as an extension of our editorial product. So I just want to say thank you. Congratulations to all the winners. I'm sure the winners are some that are already established and some who are on the cusp of being discovered. The role of awards is to be able to reward both, especially discover new talent. In my first enterprise, in my first community, Exchange for Media, which is the #1 community for advertising, marketing, media, and it stayed #1 for more than 21 years in every qualitative and quantitative. I don't run it for last 10 years. Maybe that's the reason it's doing well. We have created new leaders. We have definitely identified. I won't say created, but we have been a catalyst in their journeys, and we have a symbiotic relationship with them. So I am sure in supply chain, we'll hopefully bring some of my brightest colleagues to work on it and lead it. And when we meet next year, we'll do a multiple city, at least a Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, if not Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Chennai. At least do 3 to 4 cities, and then do the final event in one city. So thank you so much, and grateful to Mr. Tyagarajan. Please give Mr. Tyagarajan and all the jury members and Mr. Salil Kapoor a big round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Batra, and we are very sure that this will grow like the other ones. At least I've been proud to host for many of them, and I would love to see this grow, and of course see everybody here. And just big smiles, no? Can you just have you smile once? So, thoda aur sir, मैं nervous हो रहा हूँ. Good, lovely, good. Okay. Now before we move towards the awards, we're honored to have with us the jury chair for the awards ceremony, for the entire process of that, and a man whom we all wish to and always want to learn and listen to and learn from. Please join me in welcoming on stage our jury chair for this year's awards ceremony, the Managing Director of Blue Star, Mr. B. Tyagarajan, everybody.
Dr. Batra, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure and privilege to address you. First of all, I would like to compliment Dr. Batra and the entire BW team for introducing this subject 3 years ago, I think, and this is the third event in this category, and I am certain that it normally takes around 5 to 6 years for it to gain momentum and to move forward. And I have been part of many such initiatives over the years, and I am certain this subject will also gain importance and grow. As many of us in the industry have realized. To emphasize that, if I were to look at the past 3 years, close to 30 months, I would say, more than 60% of my time is going into supply chain. Then you can imagine, which used to be that more than 60% used to be in sales and marketing related subject I would spend, but it had shifted over the years, basically because of the supply chain realignment. You know that the China is no longer a destination which we can rely on. And as a air conditioning refrigeration company, we relied on mostly China and Far East for quite a bit of supplies. Some even finished goods at some point of time till 2020. Post that, even steel or copper or zinc, aluminum, electronics, and many components came from, I must say, these destinations. And over the years, it was a big job to redesign the supply chain. In the process, the time that is being spent in order to redefine, many of you here will know the non-tariff barriers that exist and new regulations that are getting introduced. I know air conditioning, refrigeration industry, I know consumer durable industry, so I'm taking the liberty to use that as an example of the complexities one navigates through, the professionals like you or professional firms like EY, who happens to be the knowledge partner here, with whom also we work on one particular subject related to supply chain. Before that, what is important to understand is I'm privileged to be part of an industry which is growing at a CAGR over 20%, and we clearly witnessed 25% growth last year, and this year the growth will be over 25%, and the visibility is more than 20% in the coming years, basically because of the penetration gap and the operating costs coming down due to energy labeling and other innovations. The third thing is connected with the heat or the climate change phenomenon itself. So the like Salil mentioned in some other context, it took close to the air conditioning industry, you can say, really is from 80s, and if you look at it over the past 44 years, it took the industry in a room air conditioner to cross 10 million. This 10 million to 30 million is going to happen within 6-year time. 2030 projection is around 30 million. So if you look at many categories, it is this scale. Blue Star itself, it took 80 years for us to cross $1 billion USD, and we will be $2 billion USD revenue company by 2027 itself. So it is within another 3 or 4 years we are doubling. So that is the growth of the industry. The scale is the first part of it. The second one is connected with the big challenge for an industry like this is the sustainability related regulations, the energy efficiency or the refrigerant related regulations on both ozone depletion and global warming, or the e-waste related regulations. All these have an impact on the supply chain itself. The third one is connected with the smart technologies that have come in, like today in an air conditioner, typically a compressor used to be the heart of the system. It's no longer the case. It is the electronics of the drive, and more into artificial intelligence. So electronics becoming an important component there. The next one is the speed with which you have to do that. The regulations are changing very fast, and the market is growing, and the opportunities are not going to wait. Therefore, you need to do with great speed and creating local supply chains in the process. So there is excitement on one side, and there is chaos. As you can imagine, suddenly the supply chain was stopped from China, and here locally you need to develop. That comes with some cost. One, whether sufficient capacity is available in the country. Two, whether Indian suppliers will be able to deliver at the cost at which the consumers were used to. So you don't have the liberty to increase the prices. The third part is connected with the quality standards with which the local vendors will be able to deliver. So it is. I can take one example of a simple item like copper. It's a copper tube which is inner grooved copper. This copper was not manufactured in India at all. It was entire, whomsoever it is, whether in multinational or Indian companies, we depended on China. At some point of time, it was Vietnam which started supplying. It is the same Chinese manufacturers started setting up factories in Vietnam. The entire air conditioning refrigeration industry started getting the tubes from Vietnam. And then there is a non-tariff barrier that is getting introduced. And we were getting under a free trade agreement, under a concessional duty. And the government's position is whether sufficient value addition under the rule of origin is taking place in Vietnam or not. That can take place. Many of you will be aware it is the LME price versus the copper tube price, and obviously 30% value addition will not take place. It can take place only if it is mined there. If you have to be mining there, it is from Indonesia or so. But then you have to match the cathode's barcode with the supplies that have come in, consignment basis. And then you have to be proving that the required value addition took place. As this dispute is on, the industry is giving bank guarantees and clearing it. A company like Blue Star this year would have given around 75 crores of bank guarantee, and the entire industry would have given close to around 700 to 800 crore rupees of bank guarantee. And if you are to be looking at from the beginning, because if there is a dispute, it is retrospective, and it would obviously amount to more than 3,500 crores of liability the industry is sitting on. In the meanwhile, there is a QCO, which you will be familiar with, non-tariff barrier, where the certification will have to take place. All other copper can come, is already under that. This inner grooved copper, government persuaded some local manufacturers like Hindalco to set up, and they are in the process of setting up. And for them, the copper will have to come from a new copper supplier, Adani Copper. And you can imagine this whole copper is not even 3% of air conditioner cost, but if that copper is not there, the entire manufacturing will come to a standstill. In this, you have to imagine, in this example, the plight of the supply chain managers. The thing is, they are, this is one example. Every item, I don't think they have been sleeping. Generally, the sales and marketing professionals enjoyed the privilege in the companies. They can put pressure on the entire ecosystem. I think the sales and marketing guys were paid much more than any other function in the industry, the entire industry, whichever be the industry it is. And but the pressure on the supply chain professionals to navigate through this, they keep the supply chain moving, handle the disputes related to here he will have to be getting the barcode written in some Chinese language in their own computer system somewhere in Vietnam to be matched with what was mined somewhere in Indonesia to be bill of lading wise filing is being done by supply chain team. When I mentioned E&Y, I think E&Y is working with us to demystify these records of now if there is a liability, the supply chain guys will be answering that this is how it is, and the pressure is on them to prove. At the same time, to go ahead and find the local supply chain development, which will be for the first time in fact in the entire consumer durable industry. Many items are being made in India for the first time by many vendors. And Salil mentioned about China plus one, and I am not sure that whomsoever coined that word. I am not very sure at all that we do have operations in Europe and United States, we were drawn into that because of this China plus one, thinking that everybody is waiting for India to come there. I'm not very sure a global supply chain manager sitting somewhere is waiting for India. For them, who is supplying that product at that price is very important, and I don't think India is there yet in terms of either cost or the price, the quality, and we have a long way to go. And in that context, the pressure to keep the cost lower, again dictated by the customers, dictated by the market, and that burden again, let's say there is a TCM program or the margins has to be managed. The pressure is on the supply chain team. Of course, it is on the research and development team as well, but it is much more on supply chain team. So the good news is there is a lot of things that are happening. Lot needs to be done. And first time I know that I realized, and many boardroom colleagues of mine have realized, and whom I do not know would have realized that in the history of Indian industry, the role of supply chain is most critical. At this point, this is the realization. When you look at the consulting firms, again, this is the area where huge amount of work demand will be there, and that is the one. If you walk into the boardrooms, this subject is the most talked about topic. Contributed by multiple things, the scale and the speed with which it is to be done, and the supply chain disruptions that are happening. And India has arrived in manufacturing sector after many decades of waiting, and in that context, it is all the more important that the supply chain will play the most crucial role in making or breaking a manufacturing company's P&L and the balance sheet. I'm including balance sheet for the simple reason. Yesterday there was one article that appeared in which they picked up, Economic Times picked up what I spoke in my earnings call to the investors, where I stated this in terms of transparency that look, the priorities for the coming quarter, obviously the earning calls they are going to ask, and my great concern is connected with the supply chain. That's the statement I made, and it may be a compressor, it may be a copper tube, it may be electronics, and value terms it may not be much, but it is going to stop my production if it is not happening. And the summer preparation, where we anticipate 30 to 35% growth, will depend on that. In that context, we are pre-buying. That's more than what we will normally do for a company which is around 11,000 crores turnover. More than 500 crores of additional working capital is being pumped in order to buy the material, because locally sufficient capacity is not there. If it is imported, somebody's QCO is expiring, so therefore we are pumping in the working capital. It's a huge cost. That's why I said P&L and balance sheet. Now the supply chain guys, when they come and present it, I know how tough it is for them to get that money sanctioned. So he is saying this material may not be available. A semiconductor I have to buy for next 18 months or 12 months. Let me invest. And the first time the boardrooms will hear this. What is this? You are investing in working capital. And obviously, I think E&Y colleagues will be there. So can we consult somebody? So E&Y, PwC, McKinsey, BCG. And I suppose even for them, this will be a new thing that there is some QCO standing. And my frustration is many board members do not understand what is QCO. And you can see I have been losing hair very fast in only explaining this supply chain problem in the boardrooms. And Dr. Batra mentioned that he can grow hair. And I would like to know the trick. And the picture that appears is at least 5 years old. And so with that, I have all the admiration for the supply chain experts and professionals. You are doing a great job, and your job is going to become much more complex in the next 3 years, because I have faith that India will grow. Whether it will become part of China +1, I do not know. But there is a lot of work that needs to be done, and the entire industry will depend on you, and you have a bright future. There are few ladies here. Again, a world economy company like us, I think we wake up to gender diversity when it comes to some BRSR report writing or whatever it is. And then in this battle, we do identify the positions now to dictate to the team that I will fill it in only with women candidates. So obviously finance or HR figures and supply chain figures there. And I think this is one area where women can shine, and I think it is the responsibility of the industry also to ensure that more and more women employees are deployed. And when it comes to campus recruitment, again, we did a dipstick with regard to, first of all, air conditioning industry, nobody prefers. And we do EPC contracting, like a hotel like this or airports, and nobody comes for that also. Room air conditioners being a consumer durable, it's better. But when we look at the function-wise, again, from the campus, there is no great interest that I want to become a supply chain professional. So there is a collective responsibility to be also showcasing this as an important, exacting industry. And I suppose the media will play an important role in that context. We are grateful to you, and the community should be grateful to you. It was a pleasure being part of the jury. I thank the jury members for making available their time. It was on a Saturday, and because I have to leave at 2, I was also pushing, I think, and the BW team for doing a lot of groundwork. So all the best to you. May God bless you. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you so much to our jury chair. And now, for the awards. Today's awards ceremony, it's being streamed live on all BW Business World platforms, including the social media channels, and also on www.businessworld.in. I'm sure you'd love to share your celebrations of the evening online. When you do so, please use the hashtag BW Supply Chain. Also, a humble request, once you've received your award, please step down and proceed to stage left, where we would love to get a picture of yours. And then also please stay back till the very end for a group picture, both for the editorial world. And with that, time to reveal the winners of the 3rd annual BW SCM Leadership Awards. We'll first have the organizational awards and then individual. And to present awards to our first set of winners, please join me in welcoming on stage Dr. Anurag Batra, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief of BW Business World and founder of the Exchange for Media Group. Our jury chair, Mr. Abhi Tyagarajan, Managing Director, Blue Star. Also, may I please request Salil Kapoorji, Director and Co-founder of IoT Labs and also Independent Director on board ESSC to please join us, along with Yogesh Aglave, Partner Supply Chain Consulting, EY India, and also the founder and leader of EY Asterisk Supply Chain Platform. Yogesh sir is okay. May I please request Apoorv Agarwal, G Partner, EY, Asterisk Supply Chain Platform, from EY to please so also join us on the stage and help us present the words. Please. Let's welcome them collectively. They're there. He's joining us. Aye. Chaliye, now for the awards. The first, it's organization category. And the first category, it's supply chain digital transformation. And the bronze in that goes to NEC Corporation India. We have with us Joseph Xavier, Head Supply Chain Management. And also we have with us Manisha Roy, Associate General Manager, SCM, to receive the award on behalf of Mr. Xavier. Everybody? Ma'am, though he's not yet receiving the award on behalf of him, but still, a couple of words from you.
So, thanks to all of you and, Business World team, E&Y, and the other partners who have arranged this event, because it really motivates us to raise the bar of supply chain management. And it's my honor and pleasure to accept the award on behalf of NEC Corporation. And NEC is not an unknown brand now. It's not only contributing on improvement of the operations, but also building trust and resilience in the in everyday's life, which is a lot of things which are going on as a part of our life, like Digiyatra, Aadhaar card, submarine, many other projects which are part of our life, but we don't know that who is behind that. So NEC is working in that way, and thanks to NEC, thanks to all of you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, ma'am. Congratulations, the individual picture. Ma'am, Manisha ji, the picture, please. So not just one, we have two bronze in this very category, supply chain digital transformation. And the other bronze goes to ITC Limited. Gaurav Midha, the Senior Manager. We have with us Chinmay Kumar, the Senior Manager, to receive the award. Get louder now, we just started. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So I'm Chinmay. So I'm deeply honored to actually accept this award on behalf of entire ITC Foods Business Division Supply Chain Management team. And it's thank you. And I want to give my sincere, heartfelt, gratitude to the entire BW team and the jury members, okay, for this recognition. It's both humbling and, encouraging for us to actually work in this space, and it has been recognized in a very different fashion. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, your individual picture, don't forget that, and also a group picture in the end. But from bronze, we now move to the silver in supply chain digital transformation. And the silver goes to Bharat Aluminium Company Limited. Sanjay Kumar, the Chief Commercial Officer. We have with us Srijana Ghosh, Deputy Head Commodity, to receive the award. Everybody, please.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, jury, and the entire team. It was very insightful today, and Sanjay sir would be very happy if he would have come. On behalf of him, heartfelt thank you and gratitude to the team. Thank you.
From bronze to silver and now to gold in supply chain digital transformation category, and that goes to Compass Group India. Ashish Gupta, the Chief Procurement and Supply Chain Officer.
Thank you. Firstly, a big thanks to the BW SCM team, the event partners, the jury members. Thanks for this recognition. I think, I'm deeply honored and humbled to receive this award on behalf of the entire Compass team, and especially my procurement and supply chain team. Compass is a leader in food service and supply chain and facility management. Internationally and of course in India as well. And we have truly embraced technology across all functions. And we truly believe it's helping us to unlock new possibilities, improve our customer experience, drive operational excellence. And I think this is a great platform to recognize and to, bring about this discussion on how the technology shift is really driving supply chain and bringing the supply chain to the front of it's no longer a function working in the background, and it's really something which is driving companies' performance for any industry actually. Thank you.
Thank you, congratulations. Because you mentioned that supply chain is now at the forefront and of course it's taking things forward. तो हमारे पास एक नहीं, we have two golds in the same category, which is supply chain digital transformation again, and the second gold goes to Max Life Insurance. Dharmendra Verma, the Corporate Vice President, Head of Procurement and Corporate Real Estate Services, along with his team to receive the award. Please.
Thank you. A big thank you to Business World, and a big thank you and a warm thank you to jury as well for this recognition. It's very humbling, actually. I'm a little overwhelmed, to be honest about it. I would like to especially thank our senior management, CEO Mr. Prashant Tripathi, CFO Mr. Amrit Singh, and the head of legal and compliance Mr. Anurag Chauhan, as well as the CDO, Chief Digital Officer Suhail. For all the unconditional support, all of that they gave to us in executing this entire project. It was 1 year long project. 300 plus business users were involved, and I have my colleagues, part of the core team, Tejaswita, Puneet, and Gautam over here. It wouldn't have been possible without all the hard work that we have done in entirely conceptualization of this transformation of the entire source to contract process. Was right from scratch, we did zero-based entire thing, right? It's an end-to-end fully integrated system, and which really changed the life of 300 plus users and is at senior level in the organization. So a big thank you to everyone, and a big thank you for the recognition, sir. Really look forward to, thank you.
Congratulations, please come. Your individual picture. And with that, our next category, it is collaborative supplier partnership. And we have the gold in this, and that goes to IDC Limited. Again, it's Gaurav Mehta, the senior manager. Please request Chinmay Kumarji, the senior manager, to receive the award. Please, everybody. Congratulations again. Our next category, it's excellence in supply chain resilience and risk management. And the silver in this goes to Did you repeat the category, is it? Okay. Again, so you'll have to come back because this is for Gaurav Mehta and for IDC Limited again. I'm as surprised as you are, but congratulations. Please. Congratulations, gentlemen. Congratulations. Congratulations. Moving ahead, our next category, it's excellence in supply chain innovation and creativity. And the silver in this goes to Good Home, B2B Furniture and Furnishing. The winners are CEO Pratirup Mehta. Mehta ji के लिए जोरदार तालियां हो this team.
From the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank the entire BW team and the jury for recognizing the work that we are doing in streamlining the furniture and furnishing supply chain. So I'd like to accept this award on behalf of the entire Good Home team. Thank you to them as well for going above and beyond every time to make things happen. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. We'll take this recognition as an encouragement to take up even more challenging problems in future and take Good Home to great heights. Thank you.
Thank you, congratulations. Winners, don't forget your individual picture and then a group picture also. But our next category, it's operational excellence in logistics, and the jury mention in this? Please. No Broker Technologies and Solutions Private Limited. That's for Gaurav Garg, the AVP, HR. We have with us Rishi Raj, the Senior Director, P&M, to receive the award. Everybody for Gaurav, for Rishi, and for No Broker Technologies.
Thank you. I would like to extend my gratitude and thank to the entire team of BW and the respected jury. This award is an encouragement for us to be standing with the companies like ITC, NEC Corporation, and to make sure that we disrupt the industry through our technology and our innovations. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations and all the very, very, very best to you. With that, the next category, Outstanding Customer-Centric Supply Chain. And the silver goes to Nestle, Vipin Sharda, the head customer supply chain. You also have the team. Now they've consistently been clapping for everybody, for all the winners. I think they also deserve it. Thank you. Congratulations. And who would?
No, thanks to the entire Business World team. And we feel lucky, happy, and honored to receive it on behalf of not just Nestle Supply Chain, but the entire Nestle organization, as Vipin said in his address, that what we do is not only in tandem with respect to what we do in supply chain, but we do it as an organization along with IT teams and along with business. So yeah, happy to receive this, and also reminded of what we were asked during the roundtable sessions, that what is our secret? So to answer that, our secret is the culture and our mindset, and onwards and upwards from here. Thank you so much.
Let's just stay here. Because you said something, it prompted. I was in a school early in the morning. So I asked, there were about 60 children in the school, class 6, and I asked them how many of you are happy. So only 32 raised their hands. So I said, what about the rest? They said, we are lucky. You said we are happy, lucky, and yes, okay. It's a joke if you still haven't got it. In Punjab, the names are like happy or lucky. You can still clap for me. I'm an aspiring stand-up comedian.
You might have noticed that in some of the categories, we don't have all the 3 gold, silver, and bronze. In some of the categories, only silver. In some of the categories, only jury mention. You know why? Despite of having so many entries, the process was so strict and driven by Mr. Tyagarajan that it was not mandatory to pick up all the 3 winners in every category. And in some of the categories, you will see only 1 award going away. The process is really, really commendable, and this thing proves that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And thank you, Purvaji, for helping us with the awards. Thank you. Once more, sir, everybody, please. Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure. The NS team have been here since the morning. They're also involved in sessions, giving a live demo along with the booth that's also outside. Winners, don't forget individual picture and then group picture in the end, of course, followed by dinner. With that, our next category, supply chain education and development excellence. And the silver goes to Century Plyboards India. Anirban Sanyal, the Senior General Manager, Supply Chain and National Logistics. We have with us Avinash Dwivedi, Century Ply Senior General Manager, Supply Chain and National Logistics, to receive the award. Please, to them.
Good evening, all. This, among many awards we own, is very special. Two reasons. First of all, the robust selection process. That makes the difference. And second of all, you may have a great product, you may have a great process, but if you don't have a great people to manage that, then you cannot move. So we have a strong believer of people first philosophy, and we believe and we walk the talk, and we'll continue this journey. Thank you.
Congratulations, please, sir. Down to our last five. Next, again, is an organization category which is sustainable supply chain leadership. And the bronze in this goes to Bharat Aluminium Company Limited, Sanjay Kumar, the Chief Commercial Officer. Again with us, Srijana Ghosh, the Deputy Head Commodity, to receive the award. Zordar Tanya, please. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. We also have a jury mention in the same category, which is sustainable supply chain leadership. And the jury mention is for Bajaj Electricals, Anurag Tomar, lead, SCM Analytics and Process Excellence. We also have with us Deepak Sharma, the Head of Supply Chain, along with the team to receive the award. For Bajaj Electricals, you want someone to come?
Okay, so in Bajaj, we work together, we win together, and we celebrate together. I tell you, this is not the supply chain team, Deepak Agrawal and Rakesh Sethi. He is national head for sales, government, and institutional business. He is a quality head for appliances, he is quality head for FEN. So we all celebrate all functions together, because supply chain, we can't do alone anything, right? So we all are together. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
The modern way of hum saath saath hai. Very good, going pretty well. Congratulations to you. Okay, Now from organization, we move towards individual category. We have 3 awards in that. The first is a supply chain emerging talent. And the jury mention in this goes to Blackberries Menswear, Rohan Rai, the lead business planner. We have to receive the award.
Very good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to extend my gratitude and deepest thanks to the respective members of the jury and to the BW Group for the award. Much gratitude to my parents and my respective organization, Blackberries Menswear, because of whom I am standing here. Also, I would like to give a special mention to Dr. Anurag Batra sir and the BW team for organizing such a diverse conclave where we all SCM intellectuals can come over and together create a value chain. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Congratulations. Okay. And the next category, from talent, we now move to supply chain emerging leader. And the silver in this goes to yes, so this is Ecom Express Limited, Ankush Bharti, the head of IT and general procurement. Ankush ji, everybody. Ecom Express.
Hello everyone. So there is nothing new to share. So always a good feeling to have an award. Good to have an award in hand. And I would like to thanks and pay gratitude to BW team and the entire jury for giving this opportunity and recognition. Definitely to my company Ecom Express, who has given this platform for me to come and take the award. Thank you.
Congratulations. And now to our last award, after which we'll also have the group picture, followed by dinner. Now this is a hallmark category and of course a hallmark winner as well. This is a supply chain visionary leader. And the gold goes to that's about him. Heading customer supply chain for South Asia, driving growth across 12 categories with 1.4 billion US dollars. Key role in Maggie's successful rebound in India in 2015 and 16. Please give it up for Vipin Sharda, head customer supply chain, Nestle. Everybody, the supply chain visionary leader, the gold winner.
Thank you so much, BW team, esteemed jury. This is a recognition for the team because as my boss Varun and the head of supply chain at Nestle, Sar, he says that a leader is only as good as the team is. So this belongs to you all who are here with me today and also to the larger Nestle family. Thank you so much. And this truly inspires us, motivates us to keep going, to keep doing great things and to keep support our business, and our customers. So thank you so much. And Reva and Hriday, if you're watching, Papa got it. Thank you.
To you and to everybody back home, and to the family, professional and personal both. Vipin sir, the picture. And with that, we come to an end of the awards ceremony. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for being you, for doing what you do. And before dinner, one very important thing to do. A group picture. May I please request all the winners to join us with their trophies on the stage. We'll do two pictures, one with our jury members and then one only with the winners. Aye, Salil sir, please. Winners as well with your trophies, please come. And after that, dinner awaits us. All the winners with the trophies, please. Winners, Vipin sir, aye, with the trophy sir, please. You can do a picture first, but then we'll have the trophy taken care of. Sharon, any winners outside? Shweta, can you check if any winners are outside? Thank you, Ji. Thank you for doing that. We'll do two. We'll do one with junior members and only with the winners after that. Yeah, then we'll need to balance this side as well. Any volunteers? Three. Come, sir, please come. We need one more. Yes. Big smiles. We'll do one more, please don't go. Thank you so much, Tyagarajan ji, Salil sir and Dr. Batra. Thank you so much, gentlemen, thank you. You can occupy the seats, आप बैठ सकते हैं, anybody who wants. And we have also three. And thank you so much. Please join us for dinner. Thank you and congratulations.